Welcome into the studio, Hardwood Nation. I'm your online host, Blake Baker, and we have wrapped up the girls' regular season. And I'm here with Nate Moore, Eastern reporter, to break it down. And he went out to Gloucester tonight to see a 65-31 victory in favor of the Eastern Lady Eagles over the Trimble Lady Tomcats. Now, this was a very lopsided victory, 34 points, huge margin. What led to such a massive victory for Eastern?
Well, one of the main factors for Eastern's offense where they found a huge amount of success tonight was their low post scoring. They were getting into the low post whenever they wanted to, whether it was at will, just through outlet pass, or even offensive schemes. Low post scoring was a big factor in tonight's win. Also, they had a ton of second chance opportunities. They dominated the boards tonight. Whether it was offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, they just dominated the boards. And obviously, when you get more offensive rebounds, the more opportunities you're going to have at getting the ball in the bucket.
Defensively, Eastern also had a good night. Forced a lot of turnovers, 23 in fact from Trimble. What led to this defensive success tonight?
Well, the thing is, they didn't do really one specific thing that led to a bunch of turnovers. Eastern had a ton of defensive schemes that they threw at Trimble tonight. Whether it was 2-3 zones, a half-court press, or even a half-court trap, they totally threw Trimble off their game, which obviously led to the 23 turnovers that they had tonight.
Yeah, huge win for Eastern to close out the regular season, but it didn't start that way. They only had 24 points in the first half. What did they do in the second half to kind of spark their offense?
Well, in the first half, they just had a little bit of trouble holding onto the ball. It was a very sloppy first half for even both teams. Turnovers that were just uncharacteristic of Eastern's whole play this season. But in the second half, their defense just clicked, which led to a multitude of fast break points for Eastern, and the offense just seemed to flow very nicely.
So heading into the postseason now, regular season wrapped up, we expect a lot out of Eastern. What can we look forward to in the tournament?
Well, the one thing that Eastern, it's not really a negative, but they just need to be more aware of, is they only have 7 active players on the roster. The more fouls they get, the more lack of depth they're going to have, and sometimes they're going to have to call on their role players to step up, which come tournament time is going to be super vital for them. Another thing is they got to take care of the ball. Like I said, tonight in the first half, only scored 24 points. That's because they just didn't take care of the ball tonight. But like I said, when they did take care of the ball in the second half, huge amount of progress.
Wow, 7 girls on an active roster. Those girls are going to get weary legs. Hopefully they can play through that and make some sort of noise in the tournament. Thanks a lot, Nate. But our coverage doesn't stop here. Check us out on the web at woub.org/heroes for all your TVC basketball news and notes. And check us out on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Snapchat. You can even follow me at Blake_Baker_21. And watch our show, Sunday nights at 11, and if you missed that, Mondays at 6 p.m. That'll do it from the studio tonight. For Nate Moore, I'm Blake Baker reminding you to be heroic.